So what I wanted to do was take time tonight before I pack everything up, go over tools I'm going to be using for the camp build. So we'll start here. DeWalt drill, 20 volt. Pair of leather gloves. Silky saw. Gone boy. Easy read tape measure, 12 feet. Demora. Bushcraft. A sharp paddle sharpener. Along with my Ontario Rat 5. 12-inch square. 17-inch long ship auger, 1 inch in diameter. Multi-tools, got pliers. Nice Sharpie. And the Chogan CKRT Tomahawk. It's got your hammer pommel back here. And of course a ground auger. So the ideal that I looked for was instead of having to dig into hard gravel, we'll see if the ground auger will be able to bring that up. If I can, then we can probably get around about 16, 18 inches down the ground and mount a post down there like that. The idea behind the ship auger is use less cordage and do some pegging. You know, it's something that I actually like. It makes for some solid joints, and we'll see how that goes. And I will say, using that ship auger with this small of a drill is going to be interesting. And one thing I will also say is that I kind of like a 1-to-5 ratio. So if I'm auging into a piece of wood, if you aug into something that's only 2 inches and you're using a 1-inch auger, you're likely just to split that out. I kind of like going up to like a 4 to a 5-inch diameter piece of wood to put a 1-inch hole in there, and that seems to do okay. So just a tip on that. The ideal behind the Chogan versus my normal Tomahawk is because it does have the pommel back here, so I can go ahead and use this to pound on the hammer with, and won't be any issue. Now I could use a wooden mallet just the same, but over time this is going to be a much better ideal. You can never go wrong with a multi-tool. Sharpie to mark things, weight to measure, and straight line. Of course, so that always goes anyway. And not doing a whole lot of cordage there, but there'll be some, and the more is great for that, as well having a secondary sharpener. Leather gloves is not a bad ideal, although I'm waiting till Thursday when the weather warms up, and versus it being snowy and completely frozen. Easy read tape measure, just to make things a lot easier in life. And you just can't be a silky. So that is what I'm looking to take to start this build out with. These are also tools that I can use for future builds. Most of the stuff goes with me anyway, but this is also stuff that can be used here at the house as well as out in the woods. So don't be ashamed or scared to build your camps the way that you want to build. They don't have to be bushcraft all the time. And that's something I kind of get lost in as well. just be transparent about what you're doing and enjoy it. So this is going to be a base camp where I can go out there and I can sit, I can practice bush camp, I can cook me something to eat, or I can just sit there and have a hot chocolate. Whatever. This is the way your base camp should be, and this is the way that you should do it, is to set up to enjoy it for you. You may please 1 or 2 subscribers, but there may be 75 other subscribers who would rather just see your own ideals, your own concepts, and your own personalizations. And I complain sometimes because I think of a base camp or a fort versus it being bushcraft. Because if you want to do a bushcraft and really call it that, to me, then it should be just that. But you see a lot of chainsaw marks and things like that when you look at wood in some of the videos. So I just want to be transparent about what gear I am going to use and to do my base camp, so you guys are well aware of that. So there's no discrepancies, so to speak. So the base camp will be used to practice bush camp things, but it's not a bushcraft built camp. Hope that helps, and we'll see you out in the woods.